Hello, everyone. Welcome to Speak Up Sis, our Women's History Month event, y'all. I'm so excited. This is the Everyday Woman series, Refuse to Be Silent. And we are going to have 31 amazing women. Yes, 31 amazing women on the Speak Up Sis page for the month of March. 31 women for 31 days sharing moments in their lives when they refuse to be silent. So I'm going to give you all just a moment to see that I am here before we actually get started today. I want to make sure that our beautiful woman today has an audience. Then we're going to get started. All right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started. We want to make sure that every single day we are starting at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Again, for those of you who are just rolling in, welcome to the Speak Up Sis page. This is our Women's History Month event. It is Everyday Woman series, Refuse to Be Silent. And so for the next 31 days, we are going to have 31 amazing women who are going to join us right here in this space to share moments in their lives when they refuse to be silent. Oh my goodness, I'm excited to hear about everything that they're going to share in this space. So welcome. My name is Angel Charmaine. I'm going to be your quiet host. I am also CEO and founder of Speak Up Sis LLC, and I welcome you. Today's talk is sponsored by RPM Accessories. The owner is Ashana Mollett, and you all will be able to check her out at www.richpourmoreaccessories.com. Thank you so much, RPM Accessories, for sponsoring this talk today. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Welcome, Miss Lakisha Johnson, author Lakisha Johnson, to Speak Up Sis. I appreciate you for saying yes to, voicing, letting us hear your voice today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. So today you're going to be talking about being unapologetically you.
Yes, absolutely.
So you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get it. You all please welcome author Lakisha Johnson to Speak Up Sis. The floor is yours, sis.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, if there may be any watching. I am Lakisha Johnson, and I'm excited to be here with you on Speak Up Sis with Angel, and I'm in awe of this platform that she has created. I pray God's continued blessings upon her and her life and this business, that it may be, that it may blow her mind, that in this month of March, that she will see God's miracles manifest even before her eyes, that it would be more than she ever expected it to be. And as she stated, in this particular series that she's having, Refuse to Be Silent, when she asked for a particular topic, I immediately said Unapologetically Me, because if anybody follows me on social media, if you know me in real life, then you know that what you see is what you get. I am unapologetically who I am because of who God has called me to be, who he has molded me to be, who he has shifted me to be, and I wouldn't be anything other than that. I am an associate pastor. I will celebrate 4 years as being assistant pastor of our church, Macedonia MB Church in Hollywood, Mississippi, on the 5th of this month. I'm also an author. I have over 25 plus books where I write on different topics of faith, and doing and in those things, in being in ministry and being an author, I had to learn to become unapologetically me, because in those particular spaces, you will find that people want to put you in a box. People want you to be molded a certain way. They want you to look a certain way. They want you to walk a certain way, dress a certain way, and they shun you sometimes if you're not. But I always tell people, I'm who I am. Either you accept Lakisha for who she is or don't. And I won't be mad at you for choosing not to accept me, because I won't change who I am because you think that I should look a certain way, or I should talk a certain way, or I should be a certain way. I preach the way God allows me to preach. I write the way God allows me to write. I live the way God desires for me to live. And I do that unapologetically, because I've had to learn that if I keep explaining myself to people, if I keep having to explain myself to people, then I'm missing the time that I could be spending doing other things. If I got to keep explaining myself to you because you don't feel like women should preach, if I got to keep explaining myself to you because you feel like that in Christian books there should be no cursing or sex, if I got to keep explaining myself to you, then I'm missing what I need to be doing. And I don't have time for that. I don't have time to be spending positive energy on something or somebody negative. So I'm unapologetically who I am, and I refuse to be silent. When I accepted my call into ministry, I had somebody to tell me that I should no longer write books that contain sex and cursing. And I had to tell them, if God wanted me to change, he would tell me, because I believe that I'm spiritually in tune enough with God to hear his voice and for him to be able to tell me what I should and should not be doing. So on this Women's History Month, I want to challenge every woman to refuse to be silent. I want to challenge every woman to speak up. I want to challenge every woman to break history. You don't have to break history just by doing something big and major. You don't have to break history about having your name in the news, but break history from no longer being silent. And I tell people all the time that we have to find our voice, because if we don't find our voice, the mistakes of our past, the pain in which we go through, the things that we deal with, it'll take our voice if we don't use it. So I want to challenge all the women today to find your voice, to no longer be silent, to be unapologetically who you are. Because when you do that, then you will walk in the fullness of who you're designed to be. If you got to get up every morning, putting on makeup to become a person that even you don't like, you will find yourself getting home in the evening time being depressed and not wanting to live again, because you're putting up this facade of having to be for everybody everything else instead of who you are. If you got to get up every morning putting on a face for people to accept you, then sis, you're not being accepted. If you gotta get up every morning becoming somebody else other than who you are, then you aren't being true to yourself. And this is what I want us to do this month, not just this month, but we can start this month. Be unapologetically you. Because I made up in my mind that I'm not explaining some stuff to you just because you don't understand it. I'm not explaining my anointing when you weren't there the many nights that I had to cry. I had to lay on my face. I had to go through hell. You weren't there those nights. So if you don't understand the call God has on my life, then I'm not going to explain it to you. I'm not going to explain to you why I don't write clean Christian fiction, as people say, because I deal with imperfect people. I'm not going to explain to you why I am the way I am. I'm not going to explain to you why I look the way I look. I'm not going to explain to you why I do the things that I do. I am who I am, and you accept me or you don't. And I'm cool with that, because I'm not for everybody. And that's all right. But I'm unapologetically me. I walk in who Lakisha is, because I took too many years to get here to find this person. I walk into who I am, bold and strong and being unapologetic, because I spent too many years being bound, being broken, being feeling like I was unworthy, feeling like that I didn't deserve some things. I spent too many years being drug over the coals of hell. I spent too many years fighting with the enemy. I spent too many years in mess I had no business being in. I spent too many years laying in beds of sin. I spent too many years fighting stuff that wasn't even mine to fight. I spent too many years going through all these things that I've gone through, and now you want me to shut my mouth. You want me to be silent. You want me to not say anything. You want me to not to post my blessings. You want me to not be who I am. No, baby, that's not who I am anymore. I am unapologetically Lakisha. What you see is what you get, and I love her. It took me too many years to heal her. It took me too many years to get to this place, and I will no longer be bound. I will no longer be silent. I will no longer allow my enemies, no longer allow people or the facade of social media or all those things to keep me from being who I am. I'm refusing to be silent every day, all day, and even in this month of March, this Women's History Month, because God made me who I am. He created me for this time, and even though it took me a while to get here, I'm here now. It took me a while to find who Lakisha is, but I found her. It took me some years to forgive her, but I've forgiven her. It took me a few years to be restored and redeemed, but I'm here now. And because I'm here now, I'm unapologetically walking in who I refuse to be anything other than who I am. I don't know if you can still hear me.
Yes, we can still hear you.
Okay. It said my camera had lost connection, so I didn't know if you could still hear me or not.
We can still hear you now.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But yeah, that's who I am. I am unapologetically me. I'm Lakisha, and that's all of me. So who you see is who I am. So I thank you, Angel, for this particular series because it's needed. Because we find that a lot of women face this ridicule of if we speak out, then if we speak out or if we don't accept certain things, then they call us bitter. If we speak too loud, they call us emotional. If we show any type of thing, we are labeled with all these different labels as being women, and many times we find ourselves succumbing to these labels that people have put on us, and sometimes it's by women. Sometimes it's women that put labels on different women. So I'm grateful for this particular platform that you've created, even for this month of March. It says refuse to be silent, because there's a lot of women who need to refuse to be silent because we've allowed pain to take our voice. We've allowed sexual abuse or domestic violence. We've allowed all those the suicide attempts. We've allowed addiction and all those things to take our voice. And this is why I tell people all the time that you have to give your pain a voice, or it'll keep taking yours. And so I thank you for this particular platform of refusing to be silent, because we can't be silent anymore. We have to walk boldly in what we're supposed to be doing, and that's by speaking up. Even if it offends somebody, and sometimes it's not that you're offending them, you just aggravating their demons. And I'm okay with that. So I thank you. I thank you, and I'm grateful to be here.
Your sound went away.
I said I thank you for having me. I thank you for this, and I'm looking forward to listening to the other 30 women this month, to hearing their story. They're refusing to be silent, and I pray that this blows up beyond your wildest imagination. I pray that that this will go beyond what you even thought it could be, because it's needed.
Yes,
it's needed in this day and time.
Yes, ma'am. Oh my goodness, I'm so full right now. I heard your preacher lady voice coming. I was like, "Oh Lord, hold a mule, hold a mule."
It does. It usually comes. It usually comes up.
It is all good. Listen, I bless God. I was just sitting here listening to you, and I said, God is so good, because He knew exactly who needed to be on day one. You have definitely set the tone, and I appreciate your yes. First and foremost, you saying yes to the Lord, because I know you heard his voice and you said yes to him
Yes.
first.
Yes.
Before you said yes to me.
Yes.
And I bless God for your obedience and your yes. So thank you so much for speaking up today. You all have just had an opportunity to listen to author Lakisha Johnson. In the in the post for this particular live, you'll see her link tree. And it's a hot link. All you have to do is click on it and you can get all of her information, check out everything she has going on and all that good stuff. And please support her and what it is that she's doing in the world. Okay. Lakisha, do you want to stay with me? So you all don't go anywhere, because I have something special for y'all. Do you want to stay with me or you got to run?
No, I can stay.
Okay. So Speak Up Sis family, I've got a huge surprise for you all. And since this is Women's History Month, I decided that I'm going to refuse to be silent. I'm going to speak up about what is going on with Speak Up Sis. There is a new look, a new brand identity for the platform. And I want to invite you all to take a look at the new Speak Up Sis. Did y'all catch it?
Congratulations. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am so excited. So I want to really quickly show you all, give you just a glimpse into the new look and the new brand identity for Speak Up Sis. But before I do that, I want to say thank you to the brand room. They are amazing. They are amazing. So I want to show you all here. This is the new branding for Speak Up Sis. Here is our new look. Yay! This is our new look. The Brand Room Inc. Partnered with Speak Up Sis to give us a brand new brand identity. Welcome to the new Speak Up Sis. Our new logo icon is replacing the lady with that purple afro. I know some of you are not going to be happy, but God gave me a vision for the future and for the longevity of Speak Up Sis, and to make it a universal brand, because Speak Up Sis is not just a regional or a local brand, but it is an international brand that encompasses both women and men's voices. Many people think that Speak Up Sis is me telling you to speak up, but the sis is Angel Charmaine. And God said, it is time for you, Angel, to speak up. So we wanted to design an identity for Speak Up Sis that would speak to both women and men universally to speak up. So here we go. The new icon that you all see, it is called the Swave. It's the new logo icon for our brand Speak Up Sis LLC. It is created to be a shining beacon of hope and a voice for countless stories. The Swave means different things to different people. To some, it means safe space or time to speak up. To others, it means empowerment to the society. But to us, the Swave simply means conversations that connect. So you all just got a look into our brand spanking new logo icon. You all can here's our Swave. It's the new logo mark. Just so you all know, I don't know if you can tell, but you've got the sound waves here The Speak Up Sis brand identity is a precise, fixed illustration coined out of sound waves, which represent effective communication and storytelling, and a closer look at the negative space within the shape right here reveals the S, which is the initial of our brand name. These two elements make up the resounding icon that we call swave. Nike has a swoosh. Speak Up Sis has the swave. Okay. So you all can look out for more of what's going on with Speak Up Sis. We've even got some changes to our brand architecture. Our podcast has a different look, has a different icon. Here, Speak Up Sis. All right.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Thank you so much. So, Speak Up Sis community, you all will begin to see the rollout of the new logos, the podcast. The talk radio show is no longer called Speak Up Sis Talk Radio Show. It is now Speak Up Sis Talk Show. The bookshelf has new branding, and there are some new spaces that Speak Up Sis is going to be rolling out. Speak Up Sis workshops. There will also be a Speak Up Sis conference. So all of these things will be rolling out in this new year. So yay! Yes. You are a part of the Speak Up Sis community. You should be excited right now because God has given me a vision for the future and the longevity of this brand and this community. So I pray that you all will receive it well. Thank you. Lakisha, thank you so much for joining today and for being the first one to say yes. I appreciate you. And the new logo, yes?
Yes. It is amazing. It fits perfectly, yes. I'm excited. It's amazing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. So the rest of you, everyone who's watching, if you have comments, if you want to tell me what you think about the new look, please leave them in the chat. I will read through them later. Make sure you visit speakupsis.com today and see the new look for our website. It's not drastic, but it's new. All right. So you all have a beautiful day. Lakisha, I'm going to let you give us last words.
Again, I thank you for having me on as for the first day of kicking off this Everyday Women series. Refuse to be silent. I am grateful every time that I can join a platform of women. I pray that God's abundance over this. Speak Up Sis. I pray that He will continue to lead you, give you vision and clarity. I speak against anything that comes up, that rises up against you. I speak against any enemy, any witches, warlocks, any workers of iniquity. I send hell's fire to them, that whatever they try to raise up against you, if anything they try to speak against this, Speak Up Sis, that I pray that God will deal with it accordingly and immediately. I pray that you will be the voice to help other women to speak up. I pray that this will be a platform for more women to be able to come and to no longer be silent, no longer just walking in the unapologetically them, but just to be able to use their voice to tell their story, because many of them have stories that they're afraid to tell. So I pray that this will be a safe place, a safe platform, that they will be able to tell their story, and that they will speak up every day. They will speak up, sis, every day. So I'm grateful, and I thank you again for this, and I'm looking forward to the remaining of this month to hear the stories of other women. And I pray that something that I shared today has been pleasing and useful to some more women out there. And connect with me on social media. I'm on all social media platforms, including TikTok, where I actually do a devotional blog. I do a 60-second devotional called Dear Sis. every day on TikTok. So I don't find it strange that God will connect us. So I'm looking forward to what's going to happen the remaining of the month. And I pray that you continue to work and walk in the boldness of who God has called you to be.
I bless God. Thank you, sis. And with that, everyone, we're done for the day. If you will, please join us right here on the Speak Up Sis Facebook page or on the Speak Up Sis YouTube page at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time daily for the remainder of the month. You all have a wonderful day. And again, thank you to today's sponsor, Rich Pour More Accessories, RPM Accessories, owned and operated by Ashana Mollett. Y'all have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow.